Well, it's an all or nothing strategy, and we picked the nothing part of that. Probably a bad pick, but
Probably not good against double random when double random could be double zerg.
yeah. So, have you ever made a souffle?
No.
Okay. So, Netflix, I'm subscribed to them just to watch TV or whatever. Just streamed content, which is usually not very good. And not super recently anymore, but somewhat recently, they sent an email to everyone who's subscribed, and they were like, "Hey, we added all these like shows that are really good, and you should watch them because apparently like the highest rated show they had before that was like none." So one of the shows that they emailed about was called Good Eats, which is from the Food Network. And I've never watched food shows before, but hey, if they're going to email me about it, I should at least watch a little bit of it. And it's kind of addicting, man. Do you remember, maybe being Canadian you don't, but a long time ago when there were like no TV stations and no TV shows, it's going to do that pop up every time I play. It's so annoying. We win! That guy's name was You're Dumb. This is something I didn't miss about StarCraft. So yeah, a long time ago there was this show where they would do the history of something in the most convoluted, like, follow my train of thought as I jump from the history of this product to that product to that product sort of way. Do you remember that show? Where he'd start by being like, in 1492 they invented clocks, and then in 1731 somebody used the clock spring mechanism to invent a special kind of bomb, and then eventually they used that special kind of bomb to develop the microwave, and then eventually the microwave turned into your mom's oven, and that's how the mom's oven came to be.
I don't recall that show.
It was super
I
fun.
know your mom's oven was developed from bombs.
It is. It comes from all those things. But anyway, the first episode I watched of Good Eats was very, very akin to that. Like, he had really corny actors with funny, like, old British colonial hats, like, talking about the origins of various souffles or something. And I was like, that's kind of fun. So I've now watched all of the episodes that Netflix has of Good Eats, and I recommend such a show.
Okay.
It's fun to learn how to cook things you will never attempt to cook. I don't know why.
I used to watch Jamie Oliver's cooking show just because I wanted to see him like slide down this like twirly staircase banister.
That's a great reason.
Like before you go to the market, you go sliding down this banister, like this fire escape sort of twirly stair thing. It looks so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care about what he was cooking. Just for some reason that just made me happy.
That's great.
Like, everything he cooked was pretty terrible. It's like, yeah, when I come back from clubbing and we're all hammered, people like to eat eggs and bacon rolled up in a ball. So this is my ball, egg and bacon egg thing. Because he was like 20 years old at the time, and his also like after clubbing eats and stuff.
Eggs and bacon. That's awesome. Yeah. The Alton Brown he's always like, this is how to make eggs Benedict, and it's like, set aside 15 hours to make an egg, basically, that you will eat in 1 second, and it won't even fill you up. That's useful information I'll use for the rest of my life. That's it. That's what that is. Ketroc, have you ever cooked eggs Benedict?
Eggs Benedict? Yeah, I think so.
You've cooked eggs Benedict. Do you know what eggs Benedict is?
Yeah, when you put the holiday sauce.
Yeah.
Holidays.
So you've made your own hollandaise sauce?
No, someone gave me hollandaise sauce, so I made eggs Benedict.
Oh, okay, that's not the same. You poured something someone gave you onto an egg. That's like completely different.
Yes.
Oh,
eventually, that means I made eggs Benedict. Yes.
I had so much more respect for you for a very brief moment there. I was like, wow, Ketroc is a chef. He's a frickin' official chef. Yes, I have no bananas. Heston Bloomton? Heston Bloomton? So my dad is a little bit dad-like, and I won't go into it because I don't think he'd appreciate that. But he has these ideas, right? Because when he was young, he started a company that grew to be millions of dollars, and he was rich. And then he kind of blew all of his richness, and now he's always thinking that he has ideas that are $1,000,000 ideas, that if he just puts his expertise behind them, he'll become a millionaire again. And obviously, because he's not a millionaire right now, he's wrong. And it seems like after like 30 years of being consistently wrong, he would get that, he's wrong. But he's still at it. And you gotta respect that, I guess. I don't know. But his most recent idea was so out there that I just have to share with my Ketroc friend. He thinks that we should develop a. Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie Up?
Yes.
He thinks we should do that. He thinks we should make dog collar talking things for dogs. And he's like, I just need somebody to do the software to, record what my dog says and I'll program in what I think he meant. And then it's like, no, Dad, no.
I think something like that actually exists, maybe.
That's my point, is that this is such a common idea that if it could be done, it would have been done. And some guy who just had that idea is not going to become rich because he just had that idea. The very first thing I said to him was, have you seen the movie Up?
I thought you meant he wanted to, like, houses on, like...
Yeah, that's his idea. We're going to use balloon houses. I knew that's what you thought, too, as soon as you laughed, because you never laugh at what I think is funny, but the fact that you laughed meant I was telling it wrong.
Oh, so there's a Marine base, or SCV.
I don't mind. As long as his name is Shark, I'm gonna be okay.
Alright,
are you gonna expo? Are you that kind of guy? Is that the way that you roll as an expoer? No? Yes?
Yes, I roll as expos.
Okay, because we got a protected expo, and I'm totally gonna take it if you don't, so you should take it. Have you seen the Cumber batch? The batch filled with Cumbers?
Cumberbatch? What?
Yeah, the Sherlock Holmes. It's the name of the actor who does Sherlock Holmes now.
Oh, I don't watch that show, but I've heard it's good.
I recommend it mostly because you can watch every episode that has been made in like an hour and a half, so it's not a huge commitment.
Hasn't there been like 5,000 episodes made?
No,
like season 12 or something ridiculous.
No, you must be not thinking of Cumberbatch.
Oh, sorry, I think Doctor Who. My bad.
No, that's completely different.
Yeah, they're both based on British guys, so they're basically the same
they're
thing.
Both British. Right? They're basically identical. I hear you. But this is more. You know how HBO sometimes does like really long, like hour-long episode miniseries type things. This is like that. Like every episode is 2 hours long or something. It's like a little movie. And there's only been 3 seasons, and each season's only had like 3 episodes, so it's just like watching 9 movies that are all pretty good. Besides, I watched True Detectives for you after failing to watch the zombie movie and the vampire movie that you recommended. So I eventually watched something you wanted me to. You liked The Strain, and you liked
the show.
Human, and I tried both of those shows and failed. But I totally watched True Detectives
You failed at The
because
Strain? Oh my god, I got so hooked on that.
Well,
I
didn't even.
Show I think it's come out on network television in a long time. Network TV has been really bad for a long time. At least I think so. The good shows come from HBO and whatnot. Are you building a command center like right beside my base?
Yes.
I like it.
We have this protected expo that I would love to build a command center in, but you told me not to, and then you went and built an expo out in the middle of nowhere, and I feel kind of violated. Like you.
Oh, I said take it. I already have an expo, is what I said.
Oh, okay. Well, I asked if you were going to expo. You said yes, and I didn't listen to anything else you said because you're not worth listening to.
I did not mean to say yes. Maybe I thought you asked if you could take it, and then I said yes.
Okay. That makes perfect sense, Ketroc. And yes, I have no bananas. Oh, triple drop coming in on the left. Ah, there's even more turrets. This is not good.
There's an SCV in our base on the left. You sure that's a drop you're looking for?
No, there's 3 drop ships coming in right here, and they're
Okay.
going to kill your family and your family friends and your mom. My drop didn't get much done, but I forgive it because it's manly.
Here it comes. It's going to your main, actually.
I'm not sure I can even like handle this because I made siege tanks and medevacs and then I lost my medevacs and I don't have any troops really. But luckily I just made a command center, so all's well. Ketroc, are you able to help, or should I just give up on this game?
I'm chasing him around with you. I don't have much though.
Base is under attack.
Dun, 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 dun.
Upgrade complete.
Usually you make like a turret ring, but I don't know if this map works for that. They got tanks at our front, even. It's kind of sad.
Base is under attack. Upgrade complete. Our allies are being attacked.
So your outer expo got peed upon. There was urine. There was micturation that offended the outer base, or is it fine?
Reduction now is what I need.
Add-on complete. Our allies.
Whoa. Okay.
There's a bunch of tanks between us.
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
Add-on complete. Our allies' base is under attack. Our allies are being attacked.
Up on the left.
Letting him kill SCVs because he thinks that's more devastating to a man with 7 command centers than killing army, and he was wrong.
Research complete. Our allies' base is under attack. Our allies are being attacked.
Dun, 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 dun. Is that like Looney Tunes? I feel like that must be Looney Tunes.
Our
I also feel like Ketroc's probably an expert on Looney
add-on
Tunes.
complete. Our allies' base is under attack. Add-on complete. Our allies'
I think
base
being
is
contained like this is
under
very
attack.
good for Ketroc's style in general. Well, not that it's good for anything else.
Yeah, but they have Thor, so I just kind of sent my ravens out.
Add-on complete.
So you'd rather suicide than play. I get it.
Our
I get
allies'
it.
base is under attack.
Well, I mean, the other thing about containment is they shouldn't have a whole lot of defense.
Mm-hmm. That could be good for someone who likes to make ravens.
Our allies are being attacked. Our allies' base is under attack. Our allies are being attacked. Upgrade complete. Our allies are being attacked.
come on. Why'd they exit that way? Oh, they have to exit that way.
How dare they?
By Devo blocking that. Well, this containment's hurt me a bunch.
Our allies are being attacked.
Is there still a containment out there? Can you unsiege all your tanks?
Allies are being attacked.
I'm like almost 200 U and I just want to go kill them in the face. Alright, I'm going.
Are being attacked.
Your tanks are blocking all of my guys, which is not good for my guys. Ketroc, I do not like that you blocked all of my guys with your tanks. That's not what I like about what you've done so far.
Sorry, I was trying to flank from behind.
Okay. That little choke that we have is great for infantry, terrible for tanks, and you put all your tanks in it.
Man, I need to expand like crazy and I can't.
Yeah, you can. They're not doing a good job of cleaning things up. I think we might have won already, Ketroc. Don't be too worried. I'm at 200 U still, so if you need money, let me know.
Mineral field completed. Base is under attack. Mineral field completed. Upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack. Our allies are being attacked. Upgrade complete.
Good work. Keep their attention on where you are, and I'll keep their attention up here, and together my 200 U will eventually make them sad.
Our allies are being attacked. Our allies base.
They are 1-1 bio and 2-2 bio.
Our allies are being attacked. Mineral field completed.
I have killed at least one base, probably two in a sec, although you're already killing that one.
I'm not killing it, it's planetary.
Oh, okay. I'll kill it for you. Although I should probably make way more medevacs. I'm maxed on CPU, so I can't, so I think it's time for him to kill several more of my little friends.
Our allies are being attacked. Our allies base is under attack. Mineral field completed.
Yes, I don't have bananas.
Field completed.
I love that he's rallied his troops into your little auto turrets. That's glorious.
Being attacked is under attack.
And he has no troops in his main, so either he has no troops at all, or he chose not to put them in his main.
Our allies.
Either way,
Yep.
probably good for us.
Our allies base is under attack.
Ketroc, were you super worried? Because I lost all conversation having skills and went into let's go kill them skills mood.
I didn't think things were going well for us, but they did.
This is the glory of taking like 3 bases right off the bat. No matter how badly it seems to be going early on, most people don't do that, so you'll be okay eventually. As long as you're not dead.
Our allies are being attacked. Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack.
Oh.
Our allies are being
This guy's spamming Thors, like as if that's a good idea. I think that is a great idea against Ketroc, but I don't think that's a generally good idea. All around good idea.
Oh.
Oh, you can't queue up until I click the score screen button, huh? That's gonna be frustrating. Poor Ketroc.
I can queue up.
You can?
Yeah. Watch this. Queued up.
But I did click the score screen already.
Oh.
Like, you know how at the end of a game you can click to not leave the game and you can move your camera around like an idiot?
Yep.
If I did that, would you be able to queue us up?
Maybe. I mean, it'd still be waiting on you, though, if I could.
Oh, okay, so just wait for me. That's good. We won because you were watching Ketroc's stream and it gave you the wrong opinion of how that game was going.
You got to watch me die all game long with no units. Well, you had that 200 you killing everything.
Yeah. When Ketroc said, yes, you can have that second protected expo, I think the game was over.